Hi, and welcome to a new episode of Rated Dungeon. Today I'm gonna show you my tier dungeon setup. So let's get started. So the main idea behind this setup is to have only 80% penetration, and I'm trying to get most of the or all of the important unique effects on my items. So I will start showing you my items first. So this is one of my most important items because it has Hand of Death and the Death Sentence. Hand of Death does 20% of the damage, and that's about 10 bars from the boss. And the Death Sentence does 7.5 bars of the damage. So with these two effects, you have 17.5 bars which are taken instantly from the boss. So that's why this is important. And yeah, also Loki's is very important because since you have the clone, all of your skills and effects like frost damage, fire damage, or shock damage, you will have twice the chance to apply it to the enemy. So that's why it's important to use Loki. So my second ring is a +2. Here I have the Hand of Light, the Thanos ring, because so that we can wear these boots. So these are their holy boots, and they give us 36% critical rate. Because with this build, since you have only 80% penetration power, it is very important to have maximum stats. So you should aim to have maximum crit, penetration, and skill cooldown reduce. The second ring is a demon power ring. Demon power, very important. You're getting 50% penetration power on top. And what is also nice, this poison rate. Yeah, when I apply poison, then I'm also applying the Hand of Death effect on the enemy. But in general, once you have kept your stats, you can also use the poison skill here. And here I could in theory also use something else like boss damage, skill damage, and so on. Yeah, Oleus is, from my point of view, one of the best rings for tier dungeon, since it gives you 60% flat damage on top. So like I said before, the crit boots, gem belt, so you have higher gems. Yeah, gems. Tier the damage and let's say your effectiveness in tier dungeon is very reliant on your gems. So for example, I don't have yet, only half of my gems are level 9, and I have tested it, and when I increased 2 attack gems from level 8 to level 9, I improved my time by about 7 to 10 seconds. So this means, you see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, divided by 2. So once I have full level 9 attack gems, my time will improve by around 40 seconds. So if you want to improve your time in tier dungeon, try to farm more gems. This is like more or less the only way how you can improve your time. The other items, I mean, they're pretty standard for a Void Mage. So we have the Bifrost weapon, we have the Void Helmet, Void Chest. What is important, you have to have maximum substats for critical rate, penetration power, and skill cooldown reduce. That's very important. If you don't have maximum substats, it will be very hard for you to reach the cap. So you see here on the chest, 6%, very important. Helmet, skill cooldown reduce, maximum, very important. I mean, yeah, okay, here is missing 1%. I was too lazy. Earrings. I still can improve these ones because neither the critical power is on maximum, nor the skill cooldown reduce. So basically you can get better than this, but to be honest, since I've kept my stats at the moment, I mean, yes, okay, I'm missing 3% skill cooldown reduce, but it's yeah, very expensive to roll these things, and I rather invest them in leveling my relic with refined stones. Yeah, on the rings, penetration power has to be maximum, but it's clear. Weapon, you see penetration power is maximum, critical rate is maximum, and then on my offhand, my critical rate is high. So this is very, very important to have maximum or near max stats on your items, on substats. The second part are the skins. So here you have also to try to get good rolls, like on the weapon penetration power is important. On my offhand I have critical rate, skill cooldown reduce, penetration power, yeah, and so on. I mean, it's basic stuff. Depending on what you're missing, you can shift the skins around and roll different stuff. And in the end, you will still be missing some stats. So I'm using companions here. The fox is for skill cooldown reduce, this air companion for skill cooldown reduce, and these two dragons to get my penetration power. So as you can see here, my penetration power is 180, and that's exactly what I need. My critical rate is 222%. You need, I think, 240%. Or 230, not sure. So when the guild buff is on, I have maximum critical rate in game. And I have 137% skill cooldown reduce. So here I'm still missing 3%. Extracts, you should use the ones yeah, you need the stats for. So for example, critical rate and skill cooldown reduce. So probably you will be using more or less the same ones as I do. Title, guild title, because as you can see here, you get 22% skill cooldown reduce, and you get a lot of other stats in addition, so which will boost your damage. Yeah, skills, I mean, they're a little bit dependent on which boss you're fighting. So for example, if you have some boss with frost weakness, you will use frost skills. If it's something with fire, then more fire skills and thunder skills. And if it's a poison boss, then yeah, you still have this one, and I have also this poison rate here. So that's pretty straightforward. Yes, so I guess that's it. Also maybe one information, or one important information, is for tier, your stars are important. So you should have on the important stuff 5 stars on your gear. Okay, and I think now I can, let's get in game and do one fight. Also important, speed 1. Because since your mage is doing a lot of skills, the game doesn't just is slow and can't calculate all of your skills visually. So do 1 speed and then you will be faster. Also, what is really nice, go on battery save mode to get better times. So let's take a look at my stats. Yeah, so since now we don't have the guild buff on, I'm not at maximum critical rate, but with guild buff I'm on maximum. My penetration power is on 80%, and I'm still missing 3% skill cooldown reduce. For me, this build has worked so far the best. I have also tried like near 100% penetration power, but you need very good items to have max penetration builds, because you need like demon power with penetration cap on one item, or you need a good ring with +2 and demon power, or the same on your necklace. So for a high penetration build, you need very, very good items, and you need also very high gems. So to be honest, all the time I have been trying to make a high penetration build, I was holding myself back, and I had much worse times than just simply doing this 80 penetration build. So I would really recommend do this 80% one, and only if we are in the end game, then you can do the high penetration power. Normally with this build I'm always getting into the top 10, and for me that's enough. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. Leave me a like, subscribe, and see you next time. Bye.